Welcome to our YouTube channel.
My name is Sabrina.
My name is Cynthia.
My name is Maritza, and we are very, very happy that you could join us today.
Yes, in case you've forgotten us, I know it's been a while. First of all, our apologies.
Forgotten us is actually like the most valid thing you could say today.
You know.
Because it's been a minute, like a hot minute.
Yes, but hopefully with the conversation that we have today, we can stick to our goals, make them happen, and you guys can come along the journey with us.
Yep. Our goal for this year as Kwanzaa usually is to maintain a level of consistency, and we're putting it out there so that you guys can hold us accountable.
Go
And
preach.
speaking of goals, let's just get it out in the open. One of the most significant things about a new year is always like resolutions and people just deciding what they're gonna do differently, be better at, and work on.
Yeah.
Yep.
With regard to themselves, their relationships, and just work in general. So let's speak about that. Do you guys?
Firstly, in case you didn't know and you're still blundering on your page, it's 2020. Guys, we're not in 2019. It's 2020.
Has that happened to anyone?
Happy New Year.
Writing the date?
It's like 15.
No, but still, you know,
have adjusted.
when you're people who are writing checks, some people are actually still writing 2019
The other
and
day,
blundering.
because you know, like I work on radio the other day, I was like, "What up, guys? It's the 25th of January, 2019," and my co-host was
And
like,
you're the one who's saying
Sabrina,
it's Jan 15.
It's Sabrina, it's 2020. I was like, "Okay, cool. So it's 25th of January, 2019." He's like, "I just told you."
Yeah, it takes a while. I mean, if you've been writing a year for 365 days, and we're just
What? Are we in
like a
school?
grace
You guys
period.
write the date a lot?
yeah.
When
I
you sign in
don't.
checks, girl.
You're not getting
I
paid
use this
enough.
guy.
This
Use
one, eh?
chinkum.
All right. So let's talk about New Year's resolutions, actually.
Yes. Do you classify or classify? Do you categorize your resolution/goals?
I think I don't, but I think it's very necessary to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make mine achievable.
Right?
You know, like you try, you tell yourself, you know what, I'm not going to make a long list because I'll look at it and feel discouraged. How about let's start with 3 that I'm going to try and pull off, and then we'll see from there. Hopefully, it will pick up the pace.
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm ambitious, man. I write it like I literally have. I have a book where I've been writing down my goals since 2015.
Is this it?
No. This is it.
Wait.
It's a whole other story.
Okay, let's first acknowledge the fact that someone has been jotting it down. Their resolutions.
Not even resolution. You know what's funny?
Did we even know each other in 2015? No, I don't think so.
We did. Heifer, we had a show. What's wrong with you?
2015, bro.
I met you in 2015. No?
I know you. Maybe
I knew you
me.
in 2015.
You knew me.
Yeah.
Maybe you knew us, but
Okay. It's fine.
Just
It's
kidding,
all right.
just kidding.
But yeah, so I used
Don't
to.
worry,
I
guys.
jot down.
The group will not be breaking up. Already.
So like I'd write.
Now couples, when they start asking them, so when did you guys meet? And then one side has like another date, and then another side.
And then, by
has
the way,
another
like
date.
they zoom into her.
So I was their friend, and they became my friend 3 years later. Yeah.
2017, right?
But yes,
so
so
yes,
I used to write. I write down all my goals, and the thing is, it's just about empty your mind, man.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you even forget some of the things that you wanted to do, and yet some of them are either achievable, or you find yourself in a position where you can actually achieve them. So I write everything down. Of course, there's some that I haven't achieved, and then there's some that I achieved 4 years
But
later.
isn't it like just so amazing when you actually cross things off of your list?
It is.
A.
Okay.
So
but
actually, let's
why
just get
are we
into it.
exposing me? Why are we
Sorry.
exposing? Exposition.
I don't know about. I don't know. Okay, I don't know about you guys, and I don't know what you guys are going to think. But personally, in this era where we all use our phones and use computers, I think this is so vintage, but so cool. And I'm just.
Oh, you think I'm cool?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And I just wish
Bit
you
of
could.
a dork, but cool as well. No, but
Maritza, just try and
Okay.
explain how this
So-
book has helped your New Year's process.
So here's the thing. I have 500,000 notebooks. Okay. I'm not exaggerating.
sounds familiar.
So the thing is, my notebooks, I have a notebook for everything. I have a notebook for goals. I have a notebook for this. I have a notebook for Kwanzaa. I have a notebook for planning this. And I was tired of all that. I could not keep track of my notebooks. So I discovered bullet journaling. Bullet journaling is to have everything in one little book. So you have your plans, you have your schedule, you have your notes, you have your goals, your dreams, in one book. It's like a diary
Yeah.
and a life
Is
planner.
there an app for that?
There is.
Thank you.
There's an app for it. I think it's called Google Calendar. And in your calendar, you can actually put notes
Okay,
and
so let me-
tasks.
That's probably
Yeah,
what I'll
Google
do,
Calendar
yeah.
does that.
So let me ask, is there a page in this book that lists favorite cocktails?
There will be one. You can actually put one. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about your bullet journal. You set it up for what you need. So I have a book. I have a page for, say, books, right? Because I plan to read a lot of books, and I can list down all the books.
Sab said that
I'm
the
going
first
to
book on there should be Alchemist.
Alchemist. I still
Have you
haven't
guys
read
read
The
that book?
Alchemist.
I actually like my goal this year. Okay, I've always been the type of person who, and you spoke about books, I've always been the type of person who, when I decide to read a book, I'm going to see it through.
Yeah.
Whether it takes 72 hours,
Or 2 years.
72 days, or 72 years. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to commit. Like, I can't even lie. I'm still
Yeah.
reading Becoming Michelle Obama. Not because it's not a nice book, but it's like watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like, when you pause, you're like,
What
happens next?
happened?
And then
Yeah.
you go back, you're like, ooh, like you read something relatable and you're like, let me first resonate with this for a few hours.
Let it sink in.
Yeah, let it
marinate.
sink in.
That
Yeah.
also needs to be like
So,
one of the top
so
things.
basically, what you do with your pages is you put what you need, and then I have a page for things to check out. Right? Say, for example, you guys recommend movies or stuff like that. I can put that there. So
I'm just
movies,
going to
podcast.
recommend right now
So
amazing ginger
Cocktails.
cola cocktail.
mhm.
Virgin. Virgin. 'Cause,
Mocktail.
you know, that's how I like my drinks. And if you guys want to taste this drink, come through. Right, the tell us.
Mine is not a virgin. She's
No,
been
it's not.
around.
Yeah.
She's dirty. She's dirty. This is a sangria. I love it. Absolutely love it. I've had sangrias before in my life, but never like with so many fruits and like all the fruitiness just gets like infused in it. And it's amazing. I love it. What do you
So
have?
this, it's not dirty. It's actually a professional cocktail. Okay, it's got espresso and like milk stuff, and
Professional cocktail.
it's a professional cocktail
So
for the
it
working
went- it
man.
went through like
This this cocktail has a master's. Okay, I'm telling you, it's like it's like liquid.
Get up and walk and just get
Bam.
a briefcase. And
It has its own life, but yes, it's a Bailey's with espresso, so you know you get that coffee vibe, and you're still in the zone to journal and do serious business.
And actually
But you
now
drink
that we know about Marita's
Bullet
Little
journal.
book.
it's called
Little
a
blue book.
bullet journal.
Yes, so this is definitely going to make it in my little blue book because I'm going to have a
And this
page
should
for.
as well because it's
I'm going to
amazing.
try it.
Same.
Okay, going to try out each and every one of them because
So,
it's
let's
the
talk
evening.
about 2020.
2020.
I think I'm the
Resolution.
only person saying 2020.
That's why.
It's vintage.
Who had to? What went wrong? What went wrong? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for me, I realized the other day that it's not just a new year. It's kind of like, remember back in the day when we were going into the millennium?
Yes.
And everyone made such a big deal about it. It's a new century.
Decade.
It's a new decade.
Decade.
But
No, we want the world to see this is our friend. And this is what we
I
go
was
through
so in
every
the
day.
A new decade.
I was so in the moment that I wanted it to be.
You got
really
carried
fake.
away.
Actually, we even would have blamed it on the alcohol.
But I'm not drinking.
Alas.
It's
No,
a
we're getting
mocktail.
into a new decade, guys. So basically, for me, why it was life changing
Yeah.
is that it's 2020. We're getting into a new decade, and I turned 30.
You turned 30.
You is old. Officially.
That is not what I was high fiving about. I was going to say that me and the year are aligning for the next 10 years of my life, and I just feel a certain pressure to accomplish so much. Like, you know how you were saying you're not where you thought you would be?
I honestly, because like, let me tell
I
you
don't
what.
want to say
Are
that,
we
but same
ever
way-
where we think we'll be?
I've come to the comforting conclusion that no, and like I said, you know how you just mentioned like the way you turned 30 just right at the mark. I also I was born in 1990, so every year that passes or every time
Decade?
every year that passes is me gaining a year. So every time it's 2020, that's my big 30. Every time it's 2010, that's my big 20. It's always significant for me when the decade passes or whatever. I stopped having resolutions.
Yeah.
I always did, but I stopped having resolutions because I'm like, listen, I need to just have goals. and I either accomplish them or I work towards them. Like even when the year ends, if it actually last year in December, I kept thinking to myself, I need to be more consistent with the gym. Sorry to Peter, my instructor. I've not lived up to it.
Give her a call. She needs some gym in her life.
But I stopped thinking in terms of it's a new year, I need to have resolutions.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, listen, if the urge hits me in November,
you'll jump on it.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I think you have a valid point.
Yes.
I think you have a valid point. I think that when you make resolutions at the beginning of the new year, you feel that when the year is coming towards an end and you haven't really been consistent with that thing, you're like, you know what, let me wait until the year ends and then I start that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think
I have a different take to it. I haven't had resolutions for maybe 6 or 7 years, but this year, you know, I'm so happy you guys are my friends. So this year, I actually decided to have resolutions. I think for me, it was a perspective flip, right? Because a resolution is a resolve to do something.
Yeah.
So I have my goals. I've always had my goals. Those are constant. But my resolve this year, my resolutions are now more on character and how to make my goals work. So my resolutions are being more consistent,
being on time.
Girl, do I need that?
Are you projecting what you feel?
Oh, is that your resolution?
No, but guys,
the ceiling, it's so pretty.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question though. We spoke about categorizing.
Yeah.
Do you categorize relationships, career, personal, family? Like, do you categorize?
I do. I have career goals. I have relationship goals. And then I also have like personal goals. The only one I want to add now is body goals because I've been fat shamed a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Who fat shamed you?
Okay, I don't blame them for fat shaming me. It's just that I put it in their face. I'm always telling people how beautiful my big stomach is. And I'm fascinated by it. I'm like, guys, look at the chubby.
So you know, like.
So I put it in people's face.
Yeah.
So.
But you know, like if you start dating me, you take 2 of us. Me and my pot belly.
Me too. Yeah. The fupa has to stay.
Please. I'm not even stressed.
So then what is the body goal? To keep?
No, I think my...
Or to get rid of it?
Actually, my body goal this year is not even about the physical body. It's more my health. Guys.
Yeah.
My body needs to breathe.
Do you categorize?
No.
No?
I just make like general goals. I'm like, okay, this year I want to focus more on getting out of my comfort zone in whatever area.
Yeah.
So like if I'm not pushing myself career-wise and I feel like, oh, you know, I've been stagnant at this position for a while, I'll push myself and then it kind of all falls into place. Does that make sense? Like when I start to push myself career-wise and then I'm like, oh, you know, I'm pushing myself but I'm not pushing myself in this area.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I've not been taking care of my family right. I need to like learn to cook more. So it would be like one goal that can cut across.
For me, to be honest, I don't categorize. I'm just more of a does it make me feel good type of person. And I always used to like judge myself for that because I'm just like, what are my resolutions? Last year, I did literally everything on my resolution list except learn how to play piano.
Oh, me too. I've had it. I have had it. We're all waiting for a
Are we really your friends? No.
We might break up over this.
No, but we had a moment. Let's not dismiss that.
No, yes. So learning piano is the one thing that has consistently been on my list since childhood.
So you know how
I actually
they
used
say,
to play a
like,
little
okay,
bit.
I don't know if they say, but this is a fact. You will notice what energy you're giving off by how your life is going. For example, if your relationships ain't shit,
you ain't shit.
An ain't shit vibe. I'm just saying, no, listen. My life, career-wise, I'm not necessarily where I want to be, but I'm on track.
Yeah.
I cannot complain about my job. I love my job. I love everything about that aspect of my life. Family-wise, it may be lacking. Friendship-wise, I could do better. I could literally pull up myself.
You grade yourself, eh?
Like,
I was about to say, it's like a report, right?
Let's
now.
also B minus.
Teacher, see me.
I could
See me.
like there was, okay, listen, I used to be that type of person who was like always in my friends' faces and everything. But then I realized like we've grown up. We
Yeah.
can't afford to do all that all the time. So I just decided to take a step back and give my friends space. So everything in my life is going to shit except for my career. And I don't mean that, like, I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
Everything, the only thing in my life that's going great is my job. And you know how they, like, you think, like, work is an escape or everything, or something? I used to think that was a myth. It is my reality.
Perfect.
Yeah.
When I go to work, I'm in my element. I'm in my zone. I love it.
Things are aligned.
Then when I go home, I'm like,
I'll tell you one
oh,
thing that I realized. I'll tell you one thing that I realized about making goals and setting resolutions is that sometimes you underestimate yourself.
yeah.
And then you reach a point, because there was a point in my life, like I had set goals and I'm like, oh, by the time I finish uni, I need to get a job on
Yeah.
TV and radio. And then when I get that job on TV and radio, I need to
Very
build
well,
my name.
right?
And then once I've built my name and my portfolio, I need to use that to get like other gigs on the side that I should do. And I felt like, that's a lot. Let me work with that. And then like 5 years into it, all of them were achieved and I'm lost. Like you're in head, yeah, in
Like,
headlights.
what now?
You're like, I hadn't really planned for the end. Like, so I've done all of this, and I'll tell you, like, from that time till now, I've really been struggling to come up with a new
Plan B?
for myself, like, because
Trust me, we all go through it.
you put in so much energy and effort and work to get to that stage, but you never think of the after you get to that stage, and then when
What
you get there,
happens?
you're like,
Like, what next?
yeah.
Yeah, I no.
To be honest, let me just say this,
swear,
and this is not even
it's
just
wild.
coming from a place of trying to be sentimental or whatever, but I thank God that I have friends like you guys, because I actually aspire to be like you guys.
Right, we're friends.
A whole other-
I'm joking. Go on.
Go on.
Let's
We
talk
were.
about our
Don't
feelings.
ruin the moment, because I mean,
Yeah.
It may never happen again. We're sorry.
Right?
Go on.
Go on.
So I decided not to do resolutions this year. I'm not doing resolutions. I'm just trying to be a better person than I was last year. So there are so many qualities in you and in you that I want to take on as my own. Maritza is the timekeeper. Bruh, I don't even understand how you, no wonder you have a book.
And
I know.
funny,
Like-
and I don't wear a watch. How do I do it?
She, like, you are so organized.
Lack of modesty.
And
yeah,
you
it's
are
really
so-
deep.
And Marisa is so organized. And I remember when we used to work together at Vision, you used to come like, I don't know, 2 hours prior to your show and then prep. So like I do that now, and I just think
Really?
like, what would Maritza do? And then
Oh.
like
I like that.
relationship wise,
Heifer.
I'm gonna sign over here.
Okay, okay.
And I look at like Cynthia. Like Cynthia is like the very sentimental person, and I've always been that person who like buries their feelings, but I just want to be like more like you, very expressive, very like spot on. And you have this thing where like when you speak, you don't doubt yourself. You know,
Yeah.
like, you just speak your truth, and I admire that about you. So like I just was looking through my friends, and I was like, this is a quality from her I want to pick up. This is a quality from her I want to pick up, and those are for me my resolutions.
That's a great resolution.
Oh.
Because they're more lifelong
Yeah.
than in the moment. Because
Yeah.
sometimes when you think about it, you're like, oh, 10 years from now, will that really matter?
Yeah.
Because
You
like,
know?
now I was thinking, sometimes you have to make resolutions for yourself. Because sometimes it's no longer just about you. Like
Yeah.
personally, I may not want to make any resolutions for myself, mostly because, I'll feel terrible if I'm not accountable at the end of the year or whatever. But then you think, okay, I have a baby, I have a husband, that maybe I
Husband.
also
She
have-
said husband.
I mean, yes.
You were there.
Right?
In case you didn't know, myself, I am married. So let me introduce myself. Let me reintroduce myself.
Yes,
let's move
yes,
away.
honey.
Let's get
And then
Tell them, say.
Let's get out of your show.
So, formerly known as Cynthia Tumwine, currently known as Cynthia Tumwine Kazova Kawamara.
Oh my God.
Cheers
Oh my
to
God.
that. Cheers to that.
All right, so what do we take away from this? A, look into bullet journaling. If you're the
Yes.
kind of person who writes down stuff, I think this is God sent. Can we put the
B,
This is godsend.
look for inspiration around you and like surround yourself with people who make you want to be better and do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And C, sometimes it's not about you. Other times,
Life and shit.
yeah.
Hit home.
Other times you need to stop looking at yourself and what you need to do and look at the people around you and what you may need to do for them or how you can contribute to their lives. Because at the end of the day, like she said, the things that build your character, the things that build your relationships, the things that build your career, that's the long-lasting stuff.
Oh, word.
I love you guys.
And on that
Kwanzaa
note,
2020.
2020.
we're ready. It's a new decade for us here, and we'll just keep sipping on this cocktail.
Thank you for watching. Please
Subscribe.
subscribe, comment, and like if you like.